Hello folks, this is a start of the garden walk. I will be trying to do this with a permanent setting, so it's not so shaky. I lost so much, and well, anyway, I'm trying to learn the camera. Well, we'll zoom in. There's the see, I don't know if sun's pretty bright today after a whole week of intense rain. And of course here we have the herb. No, that's the get a view of the herb bed as far as I can get down on it. See, that's better. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, the herb bed and the bee bed, whatever. There's the that is I'm stuttering again. I realized how much I stutter since I've been watching these videos. That is well, it'll come to me. But anyway, the raspberries and the potatoes, and in Dutch that's groenbeer. And then way down in the bottom there, see if we, oops, that's the wrong way, way down in the bottom, I guess it's not showing through there, nope, is the corn. We'll walk down and get that in there. And the beans are down there too. So I'll pause this and take a little walk. Okay, we're at the lower end of the lower garden, and here you can see the sunflowers, and you can see how much they have grown in 1 week. Unfortunately, I usually go to the garden and start as soon as I get my animals fed and my plants watered in the greenhouse, come to the garden and weed and hoe. And the hoe is one of my favorite tools. It doesn't use energy other than me, and works some calories off. And I enjoy being in the garden. It's the place I love to be. And well, anyway, the hoe is probably my favorite tool. I do appreciate having a tiller to break the ground. We used to use a shovel, and you can have yourself a pretty good garden if you have nothing more than a shovel, a rake, and a hoe, and you can feed yourself. We did, because that's the way I grew up. We came home from school, we went right to the garden. And this is the corn. You can see it's I don't know if you can tell. I'll get in there and I'll go down, walk down, or stumble down, and we'll see. You can see how tall it is. Now, corn in Dutch is Velschen, and then there's the beans. You can see the ones I planted a little bit later there, half a row that planted later. I ran out of seed, and I planted some probably a month later than the rest. I had put soybean edamame in there, and it just did not do well. I don't know if it's because of rabbits. The edamame I have in the back of the trailer has been eaten off by groundhogs and rabbits, and the rabbits this year have really given me issues. They've chewed off quite a few of my apple rootstocks. But beans in Dutch are Pennsylvania Dutch, I should say, are bona. And so well, anyway, I'll pause it here, and we'll walk over to the other side or into the middle, and you'll get to see a different view. Okay, we're in the middle of the lower garden, and over there are my asparagus. And there's a I don't know if you can see it or not. It's sunny, so I'm not seeing the screen real good. I should really check to see if it's recording. And of course the potatoes are Grumbeer. And here, if I can see it in the screen, that's a quince tree, and it's got some quince this year. I guess I said that right. Then over there we have the raspberries, and up at the end there we have parsnips. I tried to remember up on the porch, and when I want to remember something, that's when I won't. And of course here we have the red beets. Now the red beets are one thing this year that have done just absolutely phenomenal, better than any year ever. And that's really probably the worst ground I have in the garden is over on the side. I have trees planted, and I planted trees there because of the fact the rocks are so bad. And I don't know if you can see, I'll try panning in here a little bit, but after rain you can see what I'm dealing with as far as rocks are concerned. If you don't have an enormous amount of rocks, or enormous rocks for that matter, you consider yourself very fortunate. Of course, there's the plum tree, and then 2 cherry trees. I don't know if I got them in the frame there or not, but anyway, that's okay. Yeah, I need to learn to pan out, I guess. And of course, we have a row of tomatoes, a row of snow peas. I planted more red beets and under the trees, and if they don't grow, you can see there too, if they don't grow because of nutrient, the trees soak a lot of the nutrient up. And if you look at the base of the tree, you'll see why it's not really a really practical plant under trees. You'll see that the tomatoes over there on the other side, let's see, right there on the other side of the tree, are much smaller than the ones that are there. And even you can see that the stuff just is not growing under the tree. But I plant it there anyway to keep the weeds under bay. And then we have the broccolis and the brassicas, I call them. There's broccoli, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. And we have the blackberries. The blackberries are very good, and then also we have you can see in the background there, up along the outside of the garden, the hazelnuts. Okay, I'm going to pause it and take another and go somewhere else.